Indiana. I'm coming from Indianapolis. Now, I've always wanted to go to Brown County. Why? Well, I've been there a couple times for work, but I never got to stay and visit and all that stuff. So we're gonna go from Indianapolis down here to Brown County. This is all Brown County right here. You got Brown. Now we're going to Nashville. Not Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Indiana. We're right here, right in the center square. See? Right there, center. Oh, you got all this cool stuff. Now, this place is known for their state park. Why? Because people come from all over the world to come and see the leaves in the fall, paint them, photograph them, just be there in the presence. Like, this is where you want to be. This area was established in the 1800s because artists from all over the world started coming here because the forest and the leaves and everything is just so pretty in the state park. And that's really what this town was made up of artists. It's really, really awesome. You see galleries and all that stuff, so I'm really excited with that kind of history. It's only like an hour and a half away from downtown Indianapolis, but why not? I mean, look at it. This is really cool so far. It's a nice, cute little town. Let's go see where it leads us. All right, here's the thing about coming to a town that you're not familiar with. I want breakfast. So I come in, we drive in, we know, I see this place. I'm like, I'm gonna come here for breakfast. We go around, we park on the corner, and I see this corner over here with a line of people just waiting to get in. I'm like, why is everyone waiting in a line? Well, I come up here, I pass all the people, like, well, I'm gonna go have breakfast over here. Get over here, guess what? It's closed. Opens in an hour. So at least I can explore, and it's kind of nice right now exploring because I'm assuming it's gonna get packed today. So I'm gonna explore a little, and then I'm gonna come and get some vittles. All right, so I'm waiting right now for the restaurant to open. I'm starving, but I don't mind it. You know why? Because there's so much to look at, so much to see. Now, I saw a little red caboose or something, some kind of train that said hot dogs. Now, I want to wait so I can have breakfast over here, not fill up on hot dogs. I mean, not like I'm going to get full or anything, but hot dogs later. Food here first. In 5 minutes. Still not time. Still waiting. In 2021, Zacharios waited in line for breakfast. There's gonna be a placard here that says that because it's still not open and time is ticking. All right, so they're starting us off with some warm biscuits. I mean, it smells good. I can feel the heat out to here. They look really scrumptious. But what we have here is, she called it apple butter. Now, what I want to know is, how do you make apple butter? Is there butter in apple butter? Do you churn it the same way? And what's the difference between this and applesauce? Look at that. It looks like a jam or preservative or something like that, but it looks delicious. And being from California, I don't have apple butter like this. It tastes like applesauce. I don't like applesauce. So, whatever my, ugh. I'll have just a little bit because I didn't like it by itself, but you know, when you add it, because like, you know, in California you have salsa, chips and salsa. Maybe this is the thing. You have apple butter and bread. And she just brought me hot chocolate. Now, when I go to a restaurant and I order hot chocolate, it's mostly because I like the whipped cream. That's why I order hot chocolate. Moonshine. This will be my last coherent moment. We have a nice little flight sampler, blackberry, peach, watermelon, and lemon. I wish I had a straw that can connect these and I could just, all of them. But we'll give it a shot. I'm not sure if we're supposed to do. Ooh, that's good. Watermelon's favorite so far. Ooh, lemon's pretty good. They're all delicious. I probably shouldn't mix them the way I did, because then all the flavors just start blending. So on my next flight, I'll do it right. Oh, hi. I ordered fried green tomatoes. Now, whenever I see that on the menu, I want to get it to see how it is. Now, chili, I asked for tons of cheese because I love cheese. And I've been on a chili kick lately, last few years. Everywhere I see chili, I get it. So I'm excited for it. It looks delicious. And the watermelon is the best out of all these. So, I like the fried green tomatoes. I like that it's thick. It's not watery. The breading's not falling off. It's flavorful. They got this little sauce right here that you can dip it in. It's got a slight kick to it, but it's delicious. I mean, the chili, fabulous. Mo, thank you so much for these shakeups. They're fantastic with moonshine. Can you explain a little bit about it?
And they're just moonshines made from Bear Wallow Distillery. It's a local distillery about 10 minutes from Nashville, if that. And then they make bourbons and stuff. And I mean, there's lemonade, peach, watermelon, and blackberry.
I think my favorite is the watermelon. And what is a shakeup? Is that an Indiana thing?
I mean, I'm guessing. Since I've been a bartender here, that's what I've made. But it's just lemonade and ice and whatever moonshine you choose.
Well, it's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Enjoy.
And Mo, what is the proof of that?
So the proof is actually 80%. It says 40% for volume. So,
Ooh.
yeah, I mean, you just gotta make sure not to put too much in a drink.
Well,
Your drink always has a little too much.
There's just a little kick to it, right? Well,
Yeah,
I'm going to
I
order
got
one of those, the watermelon
If
one.
you tell me watermelon, I'll get it for you.
Watermelon
You got it?
with a nice little extra pour
Little
there.
kick, you got
Thank you, Mo.
Moonshine. I love moonshine. I got a whole history of moonshine. When I used to travel, I still travel around, but I remember the first time I went to Idaho, and we're all like at a campfire and stuff, and someone brings out this jug, like that traditional, back of the woods jug that's like this big, holy ant, and they're like doing this whole thing. They're like, you gotta try this. So I go ahead, try it, and that thing burnt all the way, going all the way down. It is strong. It is something else. I remember some other people were trying it, and they were drinking it and just choking, throwing up right there. Very strong stuff. Wipe the enamel right off your teeth, but this is delicious. Now, a shake-up, I think, is an Indiana thing or a Midwest thing, because I never heard of a shake-up until I went to the fair. And they were explaining a shake-up is like, basically you squeeze the lemons, it's like a lemonade, you shake it all up, put it with some water, and that's it. So, these are moonshine shake-ups. Is this the oldest restaurant in town?
So, it could be Hobnob next door though, but they did close for renovations and stuff.
So one of the oldest.
Yes. Like in the 40s, it had burnt down and they had to rebuild it.
What do you recommend for dinner?
Hartruth Hills is that one thing. And the pizza place is really good.
Yeah.
And then there's also Island Ordinary. They're really good and there's great people in there too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, anything in town's really good. If the brown bike was open, I'd tell you to go get their like spice, like it's like apple cider. So it's super good. It has fireball in it. Like,
There you go.
Yeah, and I
Little
drink that.
Fireball.
But yeah, enjoy your food. Thank you for coming to Nashville, Indiana, and Nashville House. Yes.
Yes.
Come see us. Fried chicken and apple butter and biscuits.
Nashville
And
House.
moonshine.
Delicious. The moonshine.
Thank you
so
guys.
much, Mo. And of course, another moonshine. Everyone here is great, fantastic. So come out, Nashville. Just got done with a fine meal at the Nashville House, which I thought was called the Country Store. I had for my main entree, I had myself some meatloaf, which was delicious, and they made it with the apple butter. So I was a little nervous. I didn't like it too much, but the meatloaf was fantastic. And then the turkey, which we usually call an open-faced turkey sandwich, or their version of the hot brown, which they called Manhattan. Not sure why, maybe because they put stuff on top. I don't know why. And then dessert, I had the rhubarb pie because she raved about it, so it was amazing. Got it. It was delicious with the whipped cream because they brought it nice and hot, steaming out. The whipped cream's on it, which is melting away. Oh, so good. But then I had the cherry crisp, which came in a cute little itty bitty skillet. It was so hot, it was bubbling, sizzling with ice cream that was just melting down, and whipped cream. That was fantastic. I had a great meal. Good way to start off our little experience here in Brown County. The cool thing about this town is everywhere you turn, there's something going on. A chainsaw just randomly started. I think this guy is doing stuff with wood back there. But it's really cool because you're going down the street and one alley takes you down something. Look, this is like a little quarter. I'm gonna go see what this guy with the chainsaw is doing. Come on. We're here at Country Heritage Winery, and we're gonna do a wine tasting. And we get to pick 6. So we got these options here. Yeah, we got dry white wine, dry red wine, semi-dry white wine, semi-sweet wines, sweet wines, dessert wines, frozen wine slushies. Yes, thank you, please. Yeah, Nashville, not Tennessee. Indiana. While we wait for our wine tasting to commence, which I picked 6, I ordered some wine slushies with the Jolly Juice. Jolly Juice, it tastes like Welch's grape juice, except better. And and it has alcohol in it. So that'll be on the side while we do our sampling.
You TikToking?
Oh,
Boomeranging?
we actually
Insta,
Social
Twitter?
meeting.
we do a food thing out of Los Angeles for YouTube.
Oh, nice.
So this weekend we're here. Do you mind if I?
No, don't put me on there. You'll break your damn camera.
All right.
You don't want that to happen, brother.
This is one of the grapes that we do grow on our property up at Fort Wayne. It has a lot of citrus flavor. And I got Marquette for you.
Okay.
It has a lot of cherry flavor. The Heritage Red is a Concord grape. Tastes just like grape jelly.
Ooh. It's filled with cherry flavor. I love cherries. Let me be a little sophisticated here. Swell it. It's delicious. Tastes like cherries. It's dry. Fantastic. I can go for some pasta with a little red sauce now. I've got a wine slushie, so it pairs well with everything. It's a good year for slush. Cheers. There's a few things I want to talk about. Antiques, but first we're going to talk about horse and carriage. Check that out.
Yes, actually be pretty busy next month up until Christmas, because we'll get kind of the Christmas.
Well, you don't see that every day, do you? You know what else you don't see every day? This entire antique store is empty, meaning that no one's actually working here. It's an honor system. So if you find something you like, you have to go down the street, find someone and pay for it. There's no one here. When you go antiquing, you don't know what you're looking for, but you're open to something. When you're going to look for a restaurant, you don't know sometimes when you're hungry what you're looking for. Earlier, I drove by this and I wanted to come back because I saw like some kind of trolley or train or something like that. But now, what brought me here is the smell, that smoke, something cooking. Come on. All right, what I got here? It's a hot dog, regular hot dog, a lemon shake up, and Sloppy Joe's. Where do you see Sloppy Joe's anywhere? I had to get it. Yeah, and a nice hot dog. Do you want to try something that's famous locally? Do you want to try something you're familiar with? Like, oh yes, this is an Italian restaurant. How do you know what you want? Do you want to go to a local brewery? You might pick a category. Oh, I'm going to have Chinese, I'm going to have American, I'm going to have some Italian food. But if you're a new place that you've never been to before, how do you decide what you want? You don't know. And it's really cool. And you know what? If you're wandering around looking for antiques, maybe you just want to buy a log cabin. All right, so we're approaching the time of day where everything's gonna start shutting down and slowing down just a little bit. It's also almost dinner time. There's a few places around I saw. There's one in particular that was a recommendation. What do you recommend for dinner?
Cartridge Hills is that one thing.
Look at this place. The moment you enter the facility, you're coming through these awesome gates coming up around, all these trees all over. Now all the leaves are kind of gone already, but you can just imagine how beautiful it was. Being able to drive up there, and it's just this whole area. I mean, look at it. And the sun setting. You couldn't ask for a better end to a wonderful day. This is awesome. So we're gonna go get some food, get some drinks, have a good time. So I'm here at the Hard Truth, waiting for a table. It's an hour wait, but I have a feeling it's gonna be worth it. So I thought I'd come over to the bar, which is cool. It's in a separate building. I thought I'd get a little taste test going on right here. So we got a vodka apple crisp. We have the sangria, cinnamon vodka, aged rum, spiced pear daiquiri, and then the peanut butter whiskey and toasted coconut rum chai latte. Looks pretty good. I'm excited. So I'm gonna get started right now. I guess like a book, we'll start from left to right. That's good. It almost tastes like a cold cider. Really good. Danny, where's the best spot to go for breakfast tomorrow?
Here in Nashville, Indiana, the Bird's Nest Cafe, hands down.
Thank you very much. That's where we're having breakfast.
How's everything tasting so far, you guys?
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah. Laughing the whole time. And like, we're in the elevator, and now I'm recording. Joseph? Yes. Amazing. Music goes right off the roof. right, so we just had a fine, fantastic dinner at the distillery, and I thought we were gonna have to drive all the way home. We were 30 seconds from our own hotel. Now that is incredible. We start off not knowing where we're going. I'm hungry. We end up in Brown County, Nashville, Indiana, not Tennessee. Calm down there. We go all over. We see all these artists, these art galleries, all these places. We had a fine meal today earlier, and we end up at a dinner spot, and then 30 seconds from our own hotel. Now it's time to turn in and see what tomorrow holds. All right, I want to give you a little review of my dinner food experience because it was pretty cool. Had, and I kid you not, the best pretzel in the world as an appetizer. In fact, ordered 2, ate them, ordered 4 more to go because they were so good. There came, you know, when a soft pretzel comes, you start smelling it. Like, let's take when you go to the mall. You walk around the mall and then it hits you. You're like, what is that smell? And you see there's obviously a pretzel place. Well, this one hits you and you pull it apart and it's piping hot with the steam coming out, and they had this beer cheese that was fantastic. So that was the first part of it. Then after that, I ordered a hamburger with this candied bacon, which was fantastic. It was a delicious hamburger, medium rare, with some nice thick fries. Then I ordered a half rack of ribs, fell right off the bone. So good. The sauce was delicious. Everything about the food was fantastic. The service was great. Had drinks coming. No, it was delicious. So I've been recommended to come and have breakfast here. Now you're walking down the street and all of a sudden you turn and it's just, you're engulfed in this really charming world. It's exciting. Look at the little flickering light. All right. I'm thinking I'm going to be getting the soup, beans, cornbread, and some hot cakes. And a hot chocolate. And a mimosa. A pitcher of mimosas. And some whipped cream for the pancakes. And maybe a side of eggs. Possibly some bacon. And a biscuit with some gravy. But that's it. You can hear them heating up that milk for the hot chocolate. With whipped cream, yes. It's a cool spot. I'm burping. This is a mimosa with kombucha. Pomegranate. That's what we all decided we really wanted, was pomegranate kombucha. So I'm going to pour it into the glass like so. Just like this. I'm going to pour it all the way up to the brim of the glass because that's the only way to do a mimosa. Just like that. And then I'm going to put it down like this and I'm going to go... It's an interesting taste. Cheese grits, cornbread,
Fried cornbread cake.
biscuits and gravy. Wow. Like all good things, it all comes to an end. And this wonderful food experience is now coming to an end because I got to get back to Indianapolis. But I will say, if I didn't get in that car, drive south until I was starving, I wouldn't have ended up in Brown County, Nashville, Indiana. And I wouldn't have had the experiences I had. I found some great art, artists, all kinds of crafts going on. Got to see some really charming places. Had some amazing food. Had the best soft pretzel I've ever had in my life. Just had a wonderful breakfast, and our waitress was fantastic. But now I gotta get going back to Indianapolis, and that was a great food experience. I can't wait till the next one.